Yae Publishing House has released numerous works that lay out military strategy in a simple and pragmatic way. Those are my favorite.
Rebooting.
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship. Breathtaking. Trust is rebuild! I see everything!
There is no escape!
Hold the line!
Shine down! Illusion shattered!
Marching in the rain conceals the sound of our arrival, but is also a test of stamina.
Oh, it's just one of the default outfits.
Such fortunate weather.
I didn't mean to
Care for a
look like
walk?
Nahida. Uh, yeah, it does kind of look like Nahida. Oh fuck. I'm still not used to PC. I'm still not used to PC controls. My god. Ugh. I'm only using this outfit because it matches the flower crown. It's just a it's just a downloaded thing that uh I don't know. I don't know how to make
Yale
headwear.
Publishing House has
I
released
just
numerous works that
downloaded
lay out
this
military
off a
strategy in
website
a
for
simple and
free.
pragmatic way. Those are my favorite.
It's alright. The eye tracking though, I can't get the I don't know, something about the eye tracking. Mouth is alright. Eyes not so good. Yeah, it is the glasses. The problem with
Allow me!
wearing glasses for this. Other than that, the tracking's really good. Maybe if I didn't wear glasses at all, then I guess the eye tracking would be so much better, honestly. I'm so used to tablet, using the tablet. The movement is so smooth on this computer.
It's to be just on sectors that I still
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Uh, I don't have. I haven't started that event. I'm gonna start that. All the test run. I've not started any of these events. Lost Riches can wait. That's an easy. That one's an easy 1 day finish. Event. Is there any part of the map I need to unlock? I think I got it unlocked. Just need to unlock teleport. Anyways. Is the audio okay? What notifications? It's because I barely use the PC to play this, okay? That's why I get so many notifications on this. Thank you.
Let's move out.
Oh? Is this above ground? It is above ground. Oops.
Seriously? But, Mr. Morris, I don't understand, sir. How can you only be telling me this now?
I'm afraid that there's nothing really I can do. I'm really facing a crisis. My hands are tied.
But what about my film?
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to come up with something on your own. Take it from me. Sometimes you just have to let things go. Same goes for this film festival.
Oh.
Hey, isn't that Xavier? So he's back in Fontaine now. Xavier!
That's how you pronounce it? I thought it was pronounced Xavier.
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear traveler and Paimon. Well, I was doing just fine until I received some terrible news just now. The investor I was working with for my upcoming film has fallen upon some hard times and is no longer able to provide the promised amount of funds.
I've not done the Fontaine Archon quests at all.
Can't you just find a different investor?
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the Fontanalia Film Festival, stipulating that I cannot work with any other investors until the festival is finished.
Honestly, looking at how small the chat is, I might as well make the chat smaller and my VTuber model bigger on screen.
The Fontanalia Film Festival? What's that?
Oh, is this your first time participating in Fontaine's Fontanalia Film Festival? The Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights, who went on a quest to search for the Oceanids, and eventually welcomed the Hydro Arconageria.
Yeah, I didn't toggle that. I just copy and pasted what I had before. I forgot how to change the sizing. You can't change the sizing in OBS. I mean, you can like, how do I say this? The dimensions you can't change. You can change how small and big it is in OBS, but you have to use this third-party website to change how wide and how tall you want it to be.
The holiday is deeply connected to the founding of Fontaine, as well as its unique laws and trials.
But what's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
I was just trying to recall the exact description from the books, in order to avoid any, unnecessary arguments over semantics.
Well, either way, Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's just like the Windbloom Festival in Mondstadt, and the Lantern Rite in Lilith.
Honestly, what kind of festival does Inazuma even have? Like a major festival? I don't remember at all. What what festival happens in Inazuma? If there is a big recurring festival.
Yes, those are festivals of a similar variety. Who doesn't like a good festival? And just like those of other nations, Fontaine will hold a plethora of events around this time each year.
Did we have a Ludi Harpapsum event? I don't remember either. All I remember is Wind Bloom. Although Ludi Harpapsum was featured in the manga series, the webcomic series for Genshin.
To commemorate the Lock Nights, people will imitate them by putting on special costumes, raising golden cups, and going door to door But a few years ago, Lady Farina started to find the whole idea a little drab, and so decided to change the part about pure water to sweets.
Really doesn't surprise Paimon at all.
The whole thing seems more akin to a carnival now, and it's quite popular among the kids. Every year you can hear a bunch of them saying, "Trial or treat."
Oh, that sounds pretty fun. But how does that connect back to the film festival you mentioned?
Ah, yes, it appears I've strayed off topic. The Fontanalia Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year. Now that film technology has matured as a medium, it's the perfect time to introduce more people to the art form. During this time, people may submit films to be evaluated, and the entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
The what award?
The Farina Award. You know, after the Hydro Archon. They coined it while Lady Farina was still in power, but even though things have changed, no one has made any motion to update the name. Perhaps everyone still thinks of it as a pretty appropriate name. Even though she isn't the Hydro Archon any longer, Lady Farina is still Fontaine's superstar. Anyone with eyes can see the way she shines on the stage.
Huh. Alright. Guess the name does work pretty well when you put it that way.
Oh, but who would have guessed there'd be an issue with the funding? How will I ever explain this to Miss Chiori? Not to say all the other actors who traveled all the way here from Inazuma.
Chiori? Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that name before?
Yes, that's her. I asked her to oversee the event's art direction.
Oh, Paimon remembers now. Navia.
How to describe her? Well, she tends to be pretty direct and can be very forceful when it comes to dealing with people. The fashion world in Fontaine has dubbed her the Thundering Seamstress. Her remarkable designs have led many Fontainians to become very interested in Inazuma. Anyway, Chiori is acquainted with all the actors I've invited from Inazuma.
Who are the actors from Inazuma?
Why don't the two of you accompany me to the Aquabus station to welcome them? Judging from the time, the Aquabus should be arriving shortly. Chiori will be waiting to meet me there as well.
How long is this event? That's some pretty nice animation. Oh, there's 4 quests. Upstairs. I'm in timeline.
Check the Aquabus map and schedule for details.
I just realized that the Navia is a Navia line. And
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
that's named after Navia.
Miss Chiori?
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. The Aquabus hasn't even arrived yet. Oh? And who are they?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise! We've heard the owner of Chioriya Boutique is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Why, thank you. I strove to create an outfit that matched her high social station as the demoiselle. So tell me, what happened? I can tell the conversation didn't go quite as expected.
Well, it's like this.
Ugh.
I know, Chiori, you don't have to say it. You did remind me that this investor was a little bit sketchy.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice as much as the others.
And therein lies the problem.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an excellent script, it's only natural that I would want to make the most of the film. The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of mora, so...
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
I have so much Mora.
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me. But the cost of the film is staggering. I'm afraid that any mora we can scrounge together in a short amount of time won't even be able to cover the actors' fees.
We need to move on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it. But now's not the time to give up.
What? You're saying that you have a plan?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm simply saying I wouldn't give up just yet. The actors I recommended aren't just after Mora after all.
Hey, it's Ayaka.
Really? Then
Oh.
where do you live?
Why don't they give
We
Ayato an...
Melazines live in Mercy Village. The only way to enter is from underwater.
Why don't they give Ayato
Oh,
a Fontaine
you must be pretty
outfit?
tired after work every day, right? I mean, you have to swim all that way just to go home.
Come on, they could have been matching.
We are so thoughtful. But some Melazines choose to live in the court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
He's so cute.
This is our stop.
Oh, we've arrived. But I haven't even finished chatting with Aval yet. I also enjoyed Aval's introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything you described was so clear and detailed that we can't help but want to hear more.
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on this Aquabus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Evil Best Melusine.
Welcome to the court of Fontaine.
Chiori, you sure have changed a lot. This is the first time we've seen you since you left Inazuma.
I haven't realized it's been so long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
So they're who you meant when you said you had actors coming from Inazuma?
Oh? It's the Traveler and Paimon.
Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here. Are you also here for the film?
We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here. I'm just tagging along with Ayaka to have a good time together.
About that, I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the film? I figured you were probably busy, and I didn't want to disturb you.
We're always getting sidetracked, okay? It's not a problem to contact us.
So I could only keep you in the back of my mind while I sought other actors to play the lead roles in the film.
I had been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here, but you still managed to surprise me first.
Oh, so you all know each other already! Why don't we go to Hotel de Boer and catch up over a meal?
Huh? Did you reserve 2 spots for us too?
Yes, of course, of course. I'll be sure to tell the boss to serve a few more delicious dishes just to make sure there'll be enough food.
Very well. Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr. Xavier.
Wow, the buildings in Fontaine are so tall.
And there's the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier.
And look at that huge spinning sphere.
Honestly, Ayato doesn't get as much screen time, which sucks. He was barely ever mentioned in the Inazuma Archon quest. And he's just a character that exists.
So this is what food from Fontaine is like. It sure is different from what we have in Inazuma.
Yes. When I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought the food there tasted a little too bland. It took some time for me to get used to it.
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment, shall we?
How have preparations for the film been coming along, Mr. Xavier?
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew. A lighting specialist, a prop manager, and a costume designer.
Oh, it's called The Two Musketeers, right? I read the script you sent me on the way here. The story is pretty good.
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka arrived in Fontaine, but,
Oh? What is it?
It has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me this morning that he's encountered some financial trouble and will be unable to release to me the amount of funding agreed upon.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed. If he has violated the contract, then can't you simply take him to court over the matter?
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court, I'm afraid it would take months before the case could even be heard.
Then, is there a way we could raise funds ourselves to—
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather such a large amount of mora on such short notice. Besides, we have to consider the film festival's submission deadline.
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve the problem you are currently facing?
What? No, out of the question.
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother and I had actually intended to work for free after receiving your invitation. Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders, and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations. We didn't have many collaboration projects with Fontaine in the past, so we hoped this trip would serve as a good start for the future.
Indeed. You could say that's the real reason why the Yashiro Commission agreed to come to Fontaine.
I understand, but having...
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey of sorts, we must express our sincerity if we want to establish formal cultural ties with your nation. This film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between... If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to some other renowned individuals in
all right. I'll do as you say.
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
Me too. Even though I didn't bring much more to spend on this trip, it's still better than nothing.
You are too kind, all of you. I really don't know how to...
Ew. Alright, enough about that. Now that we have Xavier's savings, my support, and 2 leads who are willing to act for free, I think we will be able to make this happen.
Chiori? Yeah, she said, ugh, ew. The sass right there.
So, instead of Mora, you'll help with filming and production.
Oh, but how can we help with that? We don't know much about making a film.
Alright, pull yourself together, Xavier. Tell us if there are still any open positions left among the crew.
All right. Let me think. We still need a camera operator, a clapper loader, and someone to manage logistics. I originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy working as the producer.
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person do, but what's a clapper loader?
The clapper loader is responsible for using the clapper board to record and organize the information of each shot.
A clapper board?
Yes, that's right.
For sure! Paimon's always wanted to try that!
Alright, then you'll be our clapper loader.
Oh, fine by me. As for our camera operator, I was thinking of letting the Traveler take the role.
Oh, she's great when it comes to using a camera. Paimon can't even count how many things we've taken photos of during our journey.
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the Traveler had an eye for photography and composition when we worked together previously.
I'm sure that's due to the Traveler's journey across Teyvat and all the—
What do you say, Traveler? Are you interested in the job? Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me give you a big warm hug.
No! Come on. You should let us hug him.
So, all that's left for us to find is a director and an assistant.
Oh, me! I want to be the director's assistant. All we need to do is help the director, right? I can handle that.
All right, then all we need is a director. Oh, all the well-known directors in Fontaine are probably also busy working on their own films.
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe recently by serving as an artistic consultant. She could be a good director, right? Besides, it's not like she has anything else to do right now.
Oh, Paimon. Oh. Oh. What do you mean she doesn't have anything else to do right now? Oh no. What?
Farina? Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing to help us with our humble project?
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon?
Yep, that's her. She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking up work as a director.
Well,
I saw that musical. Her performance was perfect, and the storyboards were also excellent. Don't let her former identity intimidate you. She's the best candidate we can think of right now. You'll never know until you give her a shot.
Fine. You're right, Chiori. I'll do anything for the sake of my film. Anything! Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Farina's residence.
Do you need us to also come?
No, there's no need to trouble you with this. Besides, you've just arrived in Fontaine, and I'm sure there are many places you would like to visit. Just leave this task to me.
Very well.
I'll go with you.
And don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Farina's place. We know Farina pretty well by now, so having some familiar faces there should help your chances. Besides, the whole thing was our idea in the first place.
All right, then I'll start making preparations. As for the gift... I recall that Lady Farina once fancied a clockwork ring.
Huh? Can't we just bring some desserts like the—
But wouldn't that be a little too cheap? She does like desserts, though.
Isn't the Fontinalia festival happening right now? I heard Abel tell us on the Aquabus that Farina introduced the tradition of going door to door and asking for sweets. To do something like that, she must have a real sweet tooth.
I agree with Yoimiya. If the gift is too fancy, it might actually make her feel more uncomfortable.
Alright then, let's go buy some Fontinalia mousse!
But will that really be enough? We'll be asking her to do a lot of work, you know.
You're right. We need to further sweeten the deal.
Huh? You want something even sweeter than Fontinalia mousse?
Yes, we'll need a gift that's sweeter than any dessert in the world.
Well, what could that be?
Your words of praise.
About time. Words of praise for Farina. Oh boy. Why can't they have done that in the art conquest or in the story? In her story. Is it genuine? Yeah, exactly. Huh? They wait until now to say, "Oh, thanks for a good job, you know? You're such a great, you're such a great actor. Wow."
Yeah, I'm publishing.
Didn't mean to drag you out to perform in a play when you just are just recovering from all that trauma, 500 years of being pretending to be an archon and everyone pressuring you to do something about the whole flood thing when you yourself don't know a thing after all the research you've done for the people.
Let's move out.
We're here! This is where Farina...
Okay, I'll go knock on the door.
Coming! Ugh, seriously, who's knocking before afternoon tea?
Who are you?
Farina!
Lady Farina, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Xavier, a film director.
Hello. Oh, is that the traveler in Paimon I see behind you? And who's this?
I'm Chiori.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. Hello, hello. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
Did you just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know.
Excuse me, Paimon. Try to be nice, remember?
Huh? Oh, Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel. Sleeping in late is a really smart idea.
Oh god, Paimon.
No. I was just up late last night reading some novels. What does sleeping in have to do with the weather?
This is a small gift we've prepared for you, Lady Farina. We hope you like it.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a regular person like everyone else now. Oh, is this Fontinalia mousse? It's one of my favorites!
That's great! So, actually, there's something we need your help with. Given your renowned passion and understanding of drama, I would like to ask that you serve as the director of our film crew.
Oh, but didn't you just say that you're a director?
Yes, but for this particular project, I'm mainly working as a producer. Besides, I'm sure that your understanding of the performing arts far surpasses my own, Lady Farina.
Are the Traveler and Paimon also part of the film crew?
Yep, we sure are. Paimon's the clapper loader and she's the camera operator.
Camera operator? That can be a pretty technical job, and it directly affects the final quality of the film. No, I'm not questioning your abilities.
Maybe you can come up with a test for the Traveler and see for yourself. If she can satisfy you with her camera skills, then you'd have nothing to worry about and can...
You sure are getting better at rolling with the situation, Paimon. Oh, I do wish to see how skilled the Traveler really is with a camera. Alright, how about this? We'll work with what we have. I'll give you some scenarios and see if your work is up to my standards. Very good. It's essential for the camera operator to understand the director's vision. I'll make my decision after seeing your work. Are you ready? I have high standards, you know. Okay, grab the camera and I'll give you a scenario.
I don't know what this is. Oh. What? What do I do next? Start some camera position 6. Oh. Located in Quarter Fontaine. Beaumont Workshop is a weapons workshop. You know what, maybe that. This machine can be precisely controlled, the force applied, temperature. Do this first, and then that. This. Thanks to this machine, the owner of Beaumont Workshop, Estelle, can comfortably enjoy each day at work. Estelle. Worry not, the weapons produced by Beaumont Workshop are as outstanding quality with exhibit craftsmanship. Wait. Maybe this. And if weapons are what you want, look no further than Beaumont. Maybe that. Yeah. The machine can precisely control the force applied and the temperature, making it the perfect for doing it blah 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 blah. I can't. Next to the machine, the owner of Beaumont Workshop, Estelle, can comfortably enjoy each day at work. But worry not, for the weapons produced by Beaumont Workshop are of outstanding quality with if the weapons are what you want, look no further than Beaumont. Man, those stills went really fast.
Oh, it appears that you have more skill than I thought. All the shots had a great composition, and I could really feel a connection to the
Yeah! Does that...
Did you think I would agree just like that? After our performance of the Little Oceanid, I've begun to make a name for myself again, you know.
I tried.
In fact, I've already had several troops approach me for the Fontanalia Film Festival. Unfortunately, the scripts were all pretty boring. If others were to...
Hey, but didn't we have a deal?
Oh,
Huh?
Pay and desserts.
you know how much you're willing to pay me to be the director?
Well, I can offer you this much?
What? That's all? If Nervilet were to hear of this, he could charge...
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial spot at the moment.
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely now that I'll join your crew, there's still something...
Oh, our script is an...
Wait, you mean this...
Oh, so Farina's read it too.
Of course I read it. I see. It all...
Not really. The novel's author transferred the copyright to me practically for free once he heard that I wanted to make a film adaptation of the...
He probably just wants to get his name out there. So, it reminds me of a delivery courier who wears one of my designs while traveling. Oh,
So, are you a...
Well, Mr. Xavier, if hypothetically speaking.
Oh!
Good. Then I'm free to...
Absolutely, no problem.
Sorry, I'm in a rush. I want to get through this. I
So,
want to get through this.
Yes, I agree. I mustn't let a perfectly good story be ruined due to lack of fun.
oh,
There's no more Hydro Archon, you know. And it's still a little early to celebrate. There's a lot that goes into shooting a film. And by the way...
Yes, I've thought about this as...
Me? Navia can also use firearms.
could we ask the Special Security and Survey?
Oh, you mean the special...
Yes, that's right. They work with muskets every...
They would be under Nervilette's jurisdiction. Unfortunately, So, in the end, we still have to start by talking to Nervilette.
No need to go to all that trouble.
Oh, you do?
No particular reason. In return, I've helped... It'd be best to keep it that way.
She sounds professional enough. She is...
But I imagine...
Well, it just so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora. As for whether she has time...
Then I'll leave...
No problem.
I
Of
just want to get
course,
through
I'll
this.
be sure to... I didn't ask for the Clapper Loader's commentary, Paimon.
Thanks, Farina, for shutting up Paimon.
Then let's get going.
By the way,
Actually,
what?
I already knew.
It seems the gods have really smiled upon you, Xavier.
Yes, we went through it. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna have to stop right there for this stream. Thanks for stopping by, Cynics. Bye bye.